Hello everyone, welcome back to Cooking with Donna. Today I'm going to be making up some lasagna to share with y'all. And it's really good. It's a really good lasagna. And I wanted to get on and share it with you guys, but I'm going to try to do this quick because I know it bothers you a lot with my videos going long, and I apologize for that. I just want to make sure nobody skips any steps. But let's just go ahead and jump in. I have 2 tablespoons of oil in here heated up. And I'm going to add 2 cups of chopped onion and 7 cloves of garlic, which chopped really well. The garlic, it gave me 2 tablespoons, good sized tablespoons of really fine diced garlic. I use 7 medium large cloves. And we're just going to cook this 3 to 4 minutes, and then we'll get some more added to it. Okay, that's been cooking now maybe 3 minutes. And this is on medium heat. You don't want to burn garlic and all that. We're just getting some flavor out of this. Then we'll add our meats. Okay, to that, I'm going to add a lot of meat, guys. I have 2.5 pounds of ground chuck or hamburger, your choice. And I have 3 links of hot sausage or mild Italian sausage, which is about maybe 1/2 pound of Italian sausage. And they have the skin on them. Take them out of their casings. Cut that skin off of them. Peel it off if you can only find them this way. A lot of times in your store, you can also find the ground up Italian sausage already. And get yourself maybe 1/2 pound of it. But I didn't have any, so I had to buy the links, which has the skins. So I'm using 3 of those. Usually comes in a 1 pound package, but we're not going to be using the whole pound. And I have 2.5 pounds, I'm sorry, of chuck. So it's 2.5 pounds of chuck and 1/2 pound of Italian sausage. Gonna get this fried up just until it's all done. Get it all chopped up and all nice and brown. I meant to tell you, salt and pepper to taste. This is to your taste. Now I am going to be putting some chicken stock in here, so that's got salt too, so just be careful. But like I said, salt and pepper to taste. Okay, I just didn't want to leave that out. Alright, we got that fried up, chopped all up good. Okay, now to that we're going to be adding in, I'm going to turn this down a bit, 1 cup of chicken stock. Alright, let me get my tomatoes over here. 1 28-ounce can of San Marzano tomatoes, whatever tomatoes you have. But I have 1 can of those, juice and all. Then I have the 14.5 ounce can. I have chopped, these ones are the chopped ones, and then the whole ones are the big ones. They're all going to break down. And then an 8-ounce can of tomato sauce. That's 1 8-ounce can of tomato sauce. You'll taste it here again for salt. Add 2 bay leaves and let this simmer for about 1.5 hours. Okay? Not sure if I brought it up. I do cover it. Cover it for about 1 hour and 15 minutes. The last 15 minutes, remove that lid. Okay, meanwhile the sauce is going. We're going to get 2 pounds of whole fat ricotta cheese. That's 2 pounds of whole fat. We're going to do 1/2 cup to 2/3 cup. It's a good size heaping 1/2 cup of cottage cheese, whole fat cottage cheese. I am going to be doing 1/2 cup of fresh grated Parmesan cheese. Where's my half? There's my 1/2 cup. It's 1/2 cup of the fresh grated. I have 1 tablespoon oregano, 1 tablespoon of basil leaves, and 2 tablespoons of fresh flat leaf parsley. finely chopped. 2 slightly beaten eggs. Salt and pepper to taste. And get that mixed up. There it is. Got it all mixed up. And just a heads up, if you'd like, taste the cheese before you add the raw egg. That way you know how much salt you're looking for. Alright, I ended up cooking mine for 2 hours because the lid gave it a little too much condensation, water. So you do want to cook it till it's a nice thick and meaty. If you see any water laying on top of it, let it keep cooking because you don't want a whole bunch of water in there. Because then you'll have that mess. And, you know, you want some in there, of course, but not a whole lot. So actually cook it an hour with the lid and an hour with the lid off to be safe. To be safe there. But go ahead and cook you up your lasagna sheets. I used 9 of them. Cook them to recommended directions on the box, but go a minute or 2 less than what it calls for because this is going to bake in the oven as well. Another hour or so. So, hour and 15 minutes or so. So make sure you don't cook them completely what the directions say. But and I'm not sure if I brought up the basil and the oregano that I used. That's dried herbs in the jar. The parsley was fresh flat leaf parsley. And go ahead and you're going to be needing 2 pounds of freshly grated mozzarella cheese, which I grated up myself because if you get the stuff in the package, it just doesn't melt as well. So we're going to head. I just wanted to make sure I'm pointing everything out here because this is a really good lasagna. I hope you guys give it a try and enjoy it. But and do discard your 2 bay leaves that were in there. You don't want somebody biting into that. But go ahead and scoop you a good amount of this out, a good 1.5 cups or so. All right, and we're going to just start layering this. You're going to spread this out. Okay. I'm trying to get this done fast where I don't got to sit here all day on this because lasagna, no, it's time consuming. Now what I'm going to do here is put 3 sheets of the lasagna noodles down. Then I'm going to layer it with my cheese mixture that we made earlier. Just going to get that on there. Make sure you get it out spread nice and even. Make sure you save enough for your next 2 layers. And we'll just get this all spread out even. Then on top of this, we'll do some mozzarella. You want to get that cheese all the way to the end. Everybody wants some cheese on their lasagna. Love this stuff. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay. And this makes a lot of lasagna. Plenty of lasagna. Just more or less eyeball it, how much cheese to put, knowing you got the other layer to do yet. Layers. Okay. Get that out of the way. Some mozzarella. The fresh grated is a lot better. I mean, if you can spare the extra money on it, I highly recommend it because it just melts so much better. And now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to get more of our meat sauce and go right over top of that. Then I'm going to layer it again. I'm going to repeat the process, okay? Then I'm going to put some noodles and stuff like that on here. So just follow along as we're doing here. But there's that first layer. Now we're going to repeat it for those, I should have left it on, for those who, you know, first time lasagna makers. And we'll repeat the process. Some cheese. We'll do our ricotta cheese mixture there. And some mozzarella. And then some more meat sauce. And just keep going. But just save enough mozzarella for the top of your finished lasagna. Okay, now on the top here, I'm putting the rest of my cheese, and I have a 1/4 cup of Parmesan I mixed in with the rest of the mozzarella. So that's what we're doing here, and we're going to bake this. Get your oven preheated. I should have told you that in the beginning, right? But our sauce was cooking, so I got distracted. But while you're assembling it, try to remember. Oh, a little late now, down of it. Get that preheated to 350. We're going to cook this covered for a good hour. Then we'll remove the foil. Maybe a little over an hour. Because I don't like to cook lasagna with the foil off of it too long, because then your cheese gets all hard and dried out. So I'll just cook it a little over an hour with the foil. Then I'll take it off and let it bake maybe 5 to 10 minutes longer. And we'll be back with the finished presentation, guys. Just one more thing before I put that foil on. I like to drizzle it just with a little bit of parsley. Now this is the jarred parsley. I already put my fresh one away. Just for presentation. All right, going in the oven. One more thing, guys. I'm sorry. I'm so forgetful. Do use a lasagna pan. I buy these little disposable ones. It'll say lasagna pan right on it. Because the little 9x13 cake pans and stuff like that, they are too small. It'll overflow on you. So do get you a lasagna pan. Alright, I got it dished out. We're fixing to have some dinner. Now, I baked mine for an hour in 15 minutes. And then I took the foil off and I cooked it just 5 more minutes. Because like I said, I like my cheese to stay nice and gooey on the side. You can see it's all dripping down here, nice and gooey on the side. When you cook it too long to foil off, it gets hard. But look at that, guys. It's a nice, firm lasagna. It's not those sloppy lasagnas, but it's very moist and meaty and cheesy. That's how we like our lasagna. But I hope you guys give it a try. And it's best if you can. Lasagna always cuts better if you let it cool for a couple of hours. So by all means, if you have time to make your lasagna hours ahead of time, go ahead and do that, because it just slices so much better. Hot lasagna, warm lasagna, it tends to just, you know, fall apart on you a lot of times, especially if it's got a whole lot of sauce in it. So if you have time, by all means, cook it ahead of time and let it sit. But there it is, you guys. I hope you enjoy it. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. And until next time, we will see you guys later. And stay safe. And please like and subscribe, as always. See you later.